You ever been on a mill floor? You feel it before you see anything. The heat, it just hits you like a physical wave, comes right up through the soles of your boots. And then there's the sound, this constant roar from the furnace, the high-pitched scream of the rollers, the boom of steel hitting steel. It's a world built on fire and force. And for a long, long time, 100 years maybe, we figured the people working in it had to be managed the exact same way. See, when you're surrounded by all that, the sheer power of it all, you kind of start to believe you've got to be just as hard as the steel you're pouring, that you have to drive your people the same way you drive the machines. That wasn't just an idea, that was the law of the shop floor. We had a name for it, of course, command and control. Sounded official, but really, it was simple. It was direct. And yeah, I'll admit it. We used to think if you weren't yelling, you weren't really managing. You'd bark an order and you expected it to get done. Period. No questions asked. That's just how the job was. And look, the old way, it had its own logic, right? Do as you're told. That was supposed to mean efficiency. No time wasted on arguments. Quality, that was simple. You just had inspectors at the end of the line to catch the mistakes. And safety? Well, safety was a big book of rules you had to follow. You didn't, you got written up. The whole thing was designed to just keep the steel moving. Except we were wrong, just dead wrong. Because a modern mill, it isn't just about fire and force anymore. It's a high-tech, high-stakes operation now. It is way too complex, it moves too fast, and frankly, it's too dangerous for a management style that treats its people like they're just cogs in a giant machine. So let's really ask the question that, for way too long, nobody wanted to ask. What did that old way actually cost us? Really cost us. We were so obsessed with measuring success in tons of steel shipped out the door that we completely forgot to measure the real price we were paying every single day, every single shift. The true costs, they go so far beyond just lost tonnage. We're talking about lost human potential. Just think about this for a second. The operator out there who sees a tiny hairline crack forming in a roller, he knows it's a problem. But does he say anything? No, because he doesn't want the foreman breathing down his neck for slowing things down. We're talking about that constant low-level anxiety that just eats away at your focus and leads to injuries that were totally avoidable. That silence, that fear, that was the real price tag. And let's be absolutely 100% crystal clear about this. That operator staying silent, that is not a morale problem. It's not something for an HR meeting, it is a life or death crisis just waiting for its moment. Because in our world, silence doesn't just cost a few bucks. Silence causes explosions, literally. Disengagement gets people hurt, or worse. So that's it. It's time to draw a line in the sand. It's time to declare that the old way is over, and a new era is beginning. And at the very heart of this new era is a powerful but really simple idea: dignity. And before you roll your eyes, no, this is not some soft, feel-good HR buzzword. This is a hard-nosed, results-driven, bottom-line operational strategy. So what is the era of dignity? It's a strategy. It's about finally unleashing the incredible expertise that is already walking around on our shop floors every day. It's about recognizing that the future of this entire industry isn't just going to be about inventing some new, harder alloy. It's going to be about how we manage our people. It's about building a smarter, safer, and just flat-out more effective organization right from the ground up. Okay, and this whole strategy, it stands on 3 core pillars. Pillar number 1, safety is a value, not a priority. And here's why that distinction is so important. Priorities change, right? An order gets late, suddenly the priority is speed. But values? Values don't change. Pillar 2, quality becomes a matter of pride, not just compliance. It's not about checking a box on a form. It's about owning your work. And third, and this one is maybe the most crucial of all, the operator is the expert. The person actually doing the job knows more about that job than anyone else on the planet, and we have to start trusting them. This right here changes everything. It means you're not just a guy who pulls levers and does what he's told anymore. You become the owner of your part of the process. You are the expert. You are the captain of your station. Now, yeah, that's a whole lot of responsibility, but you know what else it is? It's respect. Real, honest-to-God respect. Now look, I'm not going to lie to you. This journey is not going to be easy. We are talking about unlearning 100 years of bad habits here. And that goes for the managers and for the folks on the floor. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take some guts. But the place we build together on the other side of this, well, that's a place I think we all actually want to come to work in. And that, right there, is what this whole thing is about. This isn't us lecturing you from on high. This is about us giving you the tools, the practical, real-world tools you can use tomorrow to take back control of your shop floor, to make it safer, to make it more effective, and to make it more productive than it has ever been before. Because you see, at the end of the day, our purpose has to be bigger than just the product we ship. We're not just here to make the world's best steel. We're here to build the world's best lives for the people who pour their hearts and souls into making it.
So this is our manifesto. It's our commitment. The only question left is the one for you. Are you ready to build?